haven't seen the depth chart.
What did you think when you heard about it? You certainly heard about it, right?
No.
Yeah. Well, you got you bracketed with Nate. Which I asked Justin about the depth chart and what he thought of it, and he said he hadn't seen it yet. Is that a good thing, or what?
I've said it from day one. A depth chart in our program is irrelevant. You know, all the depth chart means is who takes the first rep, and then it's up to everyone. I told everyone, you are responsible for creating your own identity. The way you go to class, the way you represent our program and our institution in the community, you know, how you're able to take the classroom setting to the field and how you compete. That's your identity. So the depth chart will change. The only depth chart that we really pay attention to is special teams. You know, but the depth chart's not a big deal.
Which I know the quarterback thing is the easy thing for the media to run with in the preseason, but is there a point, and I'm going to do it, is there a point during the preseason that you would like to name a
Yes. I would, unless it's really, really close. If someone comes in and distances themselves and really takes hold of this football team and is their leader, we're going to name a starting quarterback. You know, I'm not an individual who likes to play a number of quarterbacks, but I do think that, you know, you always look at past history. We have a system in place offensively that will play to the strengths of whoever is the quarterback. You look at last year, we went from a dual threat quarterback. In 3 quarters through the season, we made a quarterback change to a drop back passer, and we won a championship. So I think our offensive system lends itself to that, but I'm the type of person that if a person distances themselves, we're going to name him the starting quarterback.
Will you rep 4 quarterbacks equally to get a good idea, and then when do you like to narrow that down?
We will. It goes back to the previous question a couple questions ago. We'll evaluate them in everything. And you know what? It's a good point. The freshman quarterbacks will probably have limited reps starting off. So you know what? Every rep is critical. Do something to catch the coach's eyes. And so I think the other thing with playing our great quarterback play is a high level of consistency. Consistency in your performance day in and day out.
Just talk about going into preseason, I guess, at that spot, in that spot.
Well, I mean, all off-season we've been working, both Nate and I, and I guess the quarterback battle is going to continue on to this fall camp. So both of us are going to try our hardest to win the spot and win the trust of the coaches.
Really didn't see the depth chart?
No, I haven't seen it. No.
Said anything to you at all going in? I mean, I know you don't practice till Friday, but has he talked to you guys at all?
Not really, no.
Justin, has he talked about maybe when he wants to have a starter named at all?
I think he just wants to see how fall camp plays out, and that's his decision to make, and hopefully one of us can persuade him to make a decision sometime soon, I guess. I don't know.
Justin, do you feel like the competition was really close between you and Nathan in the spring?
Yeah, I think both Nathan and I, we played at a high level of football, especially towards the end of spring, and we were really pushing each other and bouncing things off each other. So, yeah, I think the competition was pretty strong.
But for one of these, you've got 2 quarterbacks bracketed as your number 1. What would one of these freshman quarterbacks have to do to compete for that starting position, or is that totally unrealistic?
No, I don't think it's unrealistic. Is it difficult? Absolutely. You know, but we're going to play the quarterback who can manage the game for us, take care of the football for Tennessee, and put us in the right situation. We expect our quarterback to be the alpha male of the offense. He's the leader. When things start going array, they all are going to look to him. He's the one who's in control. We talk about being in control and a command presence in everything that you do. And I think the thing that our quarterbacks in every position group will understand is every rep is being evaluated. It doesn't have to be a team setting. It doesn't have to be a 7-on-7 for the quarterback. It may be as simple as run frames with the running backs or an individual rep in practice. We're going to totally evaluate every individual, in the quarterback that will play on Saturday will be the individual we think best will lead us to victory.
Justin, what's been through the film room and 7-on-7, all that kind of stuff, what's been your early impressions of 2 freshman quarterbacks? What's a couple things that jump out to you about each of those guys, Josh?
Both of them are really smart. They've really picked up the offense well, and they both have transitioned onto the field, throwing the ball well, getting on time with these receivers. That's a hard thing, getting on time with new guys that you've never thrown to before. They've transitioned well from high school to the college setting so far, and it's been exciting to see, and it's been exciting to be a part of it.
With having a true open competition at quarterback, how difficult is it to manage reps and get 4 guys, quality reps? I know y'all go fast, but there's still only so much time.
Well, I spoke about that. Every rep counts, no matter if it's an individual rep, whether it's every rep in practice. They'll have plenty of reps. We're going to camp with 4 quarterbacks. I worry about sore arms. So they're going to have plenty of opportunity. Routes on air. One of the best, everyone talks about team situations and all that. Some of the best practice occurs in routes on air versus a quarterback. Just ask Peyton Manning. That's his best part of practice, is you're earning that trust with your receivers. You're learning their body language, how they speak to you non-verbally when they're coming out of cuts and breaks. So every rep is going to be very detail-oriented and focused on greatly.
Do you get the sense that the quarterbacks, especially maybe the younger 2 kids, understand that every rep counts, that, it's not just the 11 on 11 at the end of practice, or it's not just the team periods, it's the routes on air, it's those little things. Do you think they understand that?
If they don't, they better in a hurry. But yeah, they will. When we start our team meeting day 1, everyone's going to know. It's not just the quarterbacks. We got to find out who the next offensive lineman is. And unfortunately, we may have to rely on some true freshmen to play up front in the line of scrimmage. And I'm more concerned about that, is who's number 6, who's number 7. So our players will know, and they will, if they don't, they will understand that every rep is critical as we continue to grow and develop Team 117.